gonna probably say hi to friends. I don't know if they'll want to play, then I'll continue the broadcast. But anywho, hope you're having a nice day, and we'll play some Touhou. there.
Hello.
Okay. Wait, can you explain more what you mean? Don't do the usual YouTuber intro?
Talk to the, hey YouTube.
Oh.
It's like...
Well, I won't do like... I won't be like, Konnichiwa minasan, because that'll be a little too heavy on the...
It's like... Do something that's comfortable. Just do something that's...
Oh, how to trigger... Need to trigger everything in this room. I forgot half of the controls from last week.
Okay, you playing the whole game?
Yeah. I switched it to today because I thought I was doing tea tomorrow, and then it turns out I'm doing doing tea today also.
But, oh yeah, there's an option to export the streams straight to your YouTube.
Oh.
Every time I try to do like, there was like a thing that said like signing in Google, their something like that.
Oh. Wait, so I have to log on. Ooh. So I have to verify my YouTube and then what?
Hold on. Maybe it has something to do with the,
Oh no! No!
just verified your YouTube channel, so now I can upload strings to it in the first place. Wait, are you streaming right now?
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot. It's a push. It's a turn. It's turn based, so I can stop at any time and just heal, which I should have done before.
Yeah.
Yes. Should have done this, but I'm not smart. Oh no. Oh, I probably have some kind of status ailment. Oh gosh.
Just don't back into the camera, next time.
Oh shoot, did I have my butt in the camera? Jesus. I know I was trying to get some tea, but like, oops.
But, I was gonna say, try doing like, I'm not sure what you can do with PS4, but there should be a way you can like test your camera out and everything, so like do a test stream and then just like kind of look around your setup like for example.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I should just figure out how to do the test version, not like actually start it.
I mean, there should be an option to test webcams, I think, before you like start the streams.
I'll check my PS4. It's gotta be in there. Cause with things like Skype, it was just so like self-explanatory. I didn't really need to look that. But with this, I'm like, I'll find it.
But, yeah, both the videos are up. They're really good quality. The mic is something that's probably not going to be too important right now. But, yeah. Coming along. Oh, yeah, I also changed your About page and added your Twitch channel.
Oh, thank you. I also have, yeah, because on the Twitch I have the Patreon link. I was wondering if I should put on the YouTube. That's probably fine for now.
I think later I might start adding title cards once there's enough videos.
Yeah. And I also want to get some like some art for the front page. So I was gonna ask Connor to do that or like commission that, so I can get something cute.
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Anything else?
Was there an item that heals you without having to spend turns on healing? Because you can fill your stomach, but then how do you... I don't think there was one for that,
You mean
right?
standing in place?
Yeah,
You
if
have
the...
to hit X and circle, I think it was.
Yeah, it was X and circle, but if I don't want to use a turn to do that, was there just a way to... There wasn't an item for that, right?
It's an item, but it still takes a turn to use an item.
Right, okay. Oh, I died. I was like, I know it's coming. I was like, I can spend a turn, and I know I'll be able to heal, but there's this girl who's throwing things at me, and my things are not as strong.
But, I don't know. When you're like, oh, it's a roguelike, like,
Oh,
insert weapon space, so you make like a weapon set, and then you just hold on to those.
Oh.
Use the catalyst to upgrade your equipment. So, I don't know how, like, if it ever is gonna allow you to start back at the town. I assume it's like it wants you to fly back.
Yeah, no, I can go back. I'm already on my way back to the town.
I just don't know why it makes you go back.
We spent a lot of time in that town. There were so many cutscenes.
I hate to compare it, but like it's like Dark Souls, where it's like you'll be here very often, so it's best to tell you what you can do here, because the next time you come, they're not explaining it.
Yeah. Dark Souls was funny like that, though. Oh, I guess I'm already holding too many items.
I couldn't even like obey, so I already like my mind was like, no, I can't do the games that are focused on being ultra hard for the sake of being ultra hard. It's like, why you have limited items? Like, you either give me items or you don't give me items. Don't play with me. Oh, also,
Yeah?
probably need to look for videos to make. Actually, no, YouTube will usually like start telling you if it's like been copyright claimed or anything. I know you made a joke about that, but
Yeah.
who's this game made by? Who's the publisher?
Is it by Shanghai Alice, or was this just purchased from? Actually, I'm gonna go with that.
As long as it's not like Bandai, because Bandai is super like annoying about sitting there and like, oh, you're playing music or you're playing cutscenes. No, get out of here.
Oh, that says developers Aqua Style. Publisher is Aqua Style. And NIS America is distributed by NIS America. So. No, what's going on with NIS?
Very niche anime games, but I tried to play Phantom Brave, if you know what that series is.
Nah, do tell.
It's super niche, like, only way to get stronger allies, like, 'cause you couldn't, like, I don't think you could level up anybody, like, traditionally.
Mm-hmm.
So what you would do is that you would pick rocks and bushes, and whatever, like, item you turn into a diamond, would turn into a rolling, whereas if you had a tank unit, it would turn into a rolling. If you took a rock and turned it into a tank, it'd be like extra speed. And if you took like a bush or something, it would run faster, better at sneaking. But you'd have to get so close to the enemy to do that, and if your main unit died, which had no attack at all, which is basically the only way you can get more units, is like, so basically you have to risk dying and losing instantly for the chance to put up one unit that's probably not even that strong.
Oh goodness.
Why is this so hard? I played the first area, played the second area, but it's just way too slow. What is this game? Like, I think the only game I was able to play that was by NIS was the Pretty Games, because Pretty Games, I get frustrated because all they were these things.
Oh, sorry. Can you say that again?
Have you ever played the Disgaea games?
A little bit. Not a lot. What was the one I was playing? I was playing the one with like Laharl, so I don't know what number that is.
Oh, I think the Laharl ones are like really ones.
Yeah. go, or is your family telling you need to go? That's my question.
I want to go.
But
It's just
what's good about it? Is there anyone fun there? Do you enjoy it? Do you learn things?
There's one guy who used to come who was really into anime and he was like, your taste is not bad. And I was like, hey, let's hang out.
So you're there for that one anime boy who's very annoying and talks about like Naruto.
Oh no, I invited him and then I'm starting to regret it a bit.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're cool and all. I feel like if we had a normal conversation, it would be much more enjoyable. But like, when he goes on his rants, like, I think it was yesterday. I was looking at your stream and I was looking at like anime copy pasta. I literally found a copy pasta, which is literally what he was talking about. Like, oh, this character is the strongest character because their ability is this, blah blah blah. Like, dude. Character. You show up like for a short period, you're a good character, but not that great. The show isn't that great either. Like, there are parts of the show where I'm like, yeah, this is really cool. You can't. Also, would you agree? Some parts of Naruto are actually good.
I mean, I thought it was really enjoyable during the tuning exams and like that stuff because they were exploring all these different characters. They were doing this world building that was really exciting. I think where it really lost the momentum, obviously, was like Shippuden. And then like the whole chase after Sasuke was just kind of like done theoretically. Like, what were you trying to achieve? It's like forcibly take him home. They were never gonna kill him. They were just like, oh, we're gonna forcibly take this man home and make him do things he's not gonna want to do. Like, they weren't even saying put him in jail. They're like, take him home, then he'll be okay. I'm like, is this really what the power of friendship? Like, what was your plan here? Like, that's where they... But anyway.
This is the stuff you can talk about and be like, this is what's interesting to talk about with Naruto. It's like, hey, there's some really dumb things that characters do, and that's interesting to talk about. But let's talk about how strong someone is. Like, dude, Naruto is like a bag of, like, this close to being a Gary stew. It's like, oh, I have near limitless power. And I literally use a cheat stuff. Like, I use a cheat code when I was a kid. And literally no one is telling me to stop using it. Even though, hey, it was on a curse scroll that was told, no, people told me, hey, you should probably not be using this. But yeah, they didn't bring that up again. Like, oh, Naruto learned one ability from a scroll that was apparently forbidden, and then no one questions the fact that he uses it all the time afterwards. It's like, dude, you're using a forbidden technique. Why are we letting you do this?
So just like all of that, and then like the power scaling also with Sasuke was ridiculous because they were like, you established that this guy has like the 9 tails. And the amount of chakra needed to keep up with this doesn't make sense. Even if you're like, you have this family trait that was passed down, the chakra, that's where you lost me there. It's like, okay.
I would say chakra makes sense, but the Sharingan...
Yeah, like, it's just so broken.
Where it's like, oh yeah, it's basically God, but you have to have like specific things
conditions
to do, or it doesn't activate the way you want it to. It's like, oh, it can stop time, it can make people go crazy, it can literally take over the world if you have enough power. It's like, okay, so, what?
But the thing is, like, they just never explain it, because at least with, like, JoJo and the stands, they're just like, people just have these crazy powers. That's just the ability that they have due to their stands or whatever. In Naruto, they try to explain it like, oh, there was this family lineage and it's passed down and the chakras and the eyes give you this ability. But I'm like, how would the eye know that you fulfilled this condition of killing your best friend? Like, how would the eye, like, how does it work?
You can attribute that to just anime. Yes, just like,
and just like,
it's just like
half of that's on.
If you do the dumb stuff, you're like, okay, but I don't know. It's a show that's like, you can talk about it, just don't, like, I feel like it's the most weird thing to talk about. If my character is stronger than your character, it's like, okay, it doesn't really matter that much. Like, you don't play, like, you play some fighting games, but it's just like, anytime you get bored with it, it becomes annoying, and it's like, okay, we get it. You really like this character.
Yeah, いらっしゃい。
What was it? Oh, I don't know.
How do I get more money in this game besides like just grinding and defeating enemies? Because that doesn't. I just went through the first 7 floors again, and I got like 1 pouch, and I'm like, I can't upgrade anything with this. I've got like.
You sell the items you got.
Oh wait, yeah. Let me go back to the general store.
いらっしゃい。ようこそ
I feel like
神
that's
田
what they
部屋へ。
want you to do. It's like, if you don't sell the items, you turn the items to food.
Okay.
So anything you don't use, you turn into food. Sell it.
Okay, that makes sense. So I'll just sell those, and then get some red bean cakes.
But yeah, I remember, yeah, this game apparently has 1,000 floors, not 40. So I think at some point you have to like grind up a certain set of floors to get like some really good stuff. And you just, I think you can head down floors too.
Ooh.
So you can like jump to. Actually, is that a jump potion? Oh yeah, there is. You have a jump potion. Jump returning to Hacker.
Oh, so that's the base is this place, this location. Okay.
So yeah, I guess that's your like homeward home.
That's yeah.
So that's gonna be like a super.
That would be a
buy
good
more
one.
those.
No, I'm in the sell screen. Let me see about buying. Beep boop. No, not yet. Oh, these look really cute. They're not worth that much though. Yeah, like that's cute, but like basically just red bean cakes are the best, so it doesn't matter.
Can you compare that to red bean cakes?
Oh, yeah.
I like the fact that it's like when you buy cheap items to turn into red bean cakes.
ようこ
It
そ
still costs.
ホテル誘白宅へ。
Yeah, it still costs like a 150 yen to change it though. Where's the oh shoot, that's a fortune teller shop.
ようこそスイーツショップ監修堂へ。どれを握ればいいの？これでいいの？売っちゃうよ。どれを握ればいいの？
So I guess you have to just look at how expensive a red bean cake is.
なんだ？冷やかしかよ。
How much does it cost to just outright buy a red bean cake?
I don't think you can buy it. You have to make it.
Oh,
You don't have to buy. Yeah.
Okay, so they want you to do that. Okay. So
Yep.
it's like 75 plus 150 to turn it into a. Okay. It just seems kind of odd. It's like, why can't you just outright buy it? But I guess there's more implications there.
Oh, I don't have any of this equipped. Right
I
hand.
guess every time you die, it kicks all your stuff off.
そこ。
Yeah, I was like, I wondered why that took so long.
Also, don't forget that if you get cursed or anything.
I think I still have a bottle of like curse removal. I do have a bottle of like poison removal. But yeah, I guess you're right. We gotta go see that one lady who removes the curses. That's annoying. Why does it only let me equip one thing at a time?
Maybe he is in the chat.
Oh, there's a dude in the chat.
No,
He
there
didn't
was
message.
I'm not sure if it was a bot or something, but it was like, oh, he sits in people's Twitch chats, but doesn't do anything. It was something like along the lines of that. It's like, oh yeah, if you don't want him to be there, you can help him leave or whatever. If he's like, if you didn't want to like inflate your numbers or whatever.
It's so annoying how every time I equip one thing, it kicks me out of the menu. It's like I want to be able to go back and be able to equip another thing.
Yeah, I feel like the menu in this game is very intuitive. It's like, why do you have to hold down a button? I think they're doing it because,
I didn't even get the fucking second. What the fuck? Oh my god. What the fuck are you playing?
I'm gonna turn off.
Touhou?
Yeah.
What is this, like, Wander? Touhou Wander or something?
Yeah. It's a roguelike.
Well, is it one of those, I'm trying to think what it's one of those Wonder games by Spike Chunsoft, right?
Oh, it's not even Spike Chunsoft. It's
What is that?
by Aqua Style.
Aqua Style? Oh, right, they were a thing.
Yeah, I
Aren't
know,
they, like-
right?
They're out of business, right?
Checking the Wikipedia. Since 2001. That Wikipedia page is non-existent.
Okay.
The last game that they made was in 20.
Should be last year if that was the last one I did. Well, if they're
I mean,
just
this
doing,
one was like the last. Like this
if
was
they're just
2018.
doing, if they're doing Touhou games, then no, I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
they're
Aqua
probably
Plaza
doing it.
is bankrupt. I could be wrong.
That would make sense. I mean, because Touhou should be, you know, Shanghai Project Alice or whatever is the owner. But
So it's a roguelike. You got
yeah,
you got RPG mechanics.
you got your
in there.
RPGs. You got your turn-based.
食らいなさい
it's not a janky turn-based though.
Oh, that's nice.
I think the first time we played it, all we did was like accidentally kill something. Like,
Yeah.
It was like an action game.
Yeah, this is like one of not mystery dungeon, right? Yeah, this is a mystery dungeon game. Yeah, so that would mean that Spike Chunsoft helped development.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they have a patent on the mystery dungeon games. Unless this was made entirely by Aqua Plaza.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like
They're not listed in here, but I think that they were somewhere in the credits.
yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm almost certain that that is a thing, and it's like essentially, you know, you have a semi-popular series, you get lucky enough to get another crapshoot mystery dungeon game.
I just get super big.
Wait, what?
You probably have something on you. Well, she's not super big anymore, so you're just lagging.
Well, it's not much of the stream, so
Yeah. it's
Well, the
gonna
stream
be
is lagging.
like 5 seconds behind.
It's a bit more than 5 seconds. You were
Oh, it's still
you were
more?
you were big when you entered this floor.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Don't you just have an auto button?
reduce latency, but
Oh, yeah, to go through the hallway with you.
that's 50 seconds right
Mm.
now. Pain.
Oh. Where did they go?
So Byron, are you helping out Ayana on her quest for streaming stardom?
Domination!
Is that
Yeah, it's considered for YouTube and all that stuff. So.
oh
Oh, she's bigger now. And now she's not big. I'm still probably still
you probably are it's probably equipment or something.
Only thing. Yeah.
You probably
I don't
have some
know.
sort
I
of
have no clue.
you've got to have some sort of active buff that like kicks in when you enter a floor. That's got to be what it is.
I know I had a. There was one that was like,
It's
hey,
gotta
it'll
be
make your
gear.
food items big.
It's got to be
What?
gear.
Yeah. 412. Wasn't something special supposed to happen? Oh, there we go. Yeah,
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
something special supposed to happen at floor 14? Or was that nothing?
I hope.
Money.
Oh yeah, your friend's dead again.
Oh!
She's dead again.
Right.
She's been dead for a while.
Okay.
And then you have to put her on follow. So she doesn't die.
Yes, actually, that's a thing you do.
Yeah. Cause I just
It's
had her
cool.
on like aggressive or whatever was the default.
It's been a while since I played a mystery dungeon game. I played the what is it, the demo for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and I'm just like, this looks like shit. So, I think I played like 30 minutes of it, and I'm like, I'm dropping this. People are like sold. Sold where? Sold where in that game? Oh, they didn't even bake the texture into the models. And like, they half-assed all the why'd you redo walk cycle animations when every single Pokemon already has a walk cycle? You know? It's the craziest fucking thing. And not only that, it's like, they've got like one tree or something, and it's just the craziest thing to me because it's like the script is all already there. And I guess they had to redo... I guess they had to redo all of the, or some of the character descriptions or something, how AI acts, but I imagine you can just port a lot of that code over. So maybe I'm just crazy. Have you ever played a Mystery Dungeon game? You're dying.
Oh. Yeah, I was like, oh, I should stop pressing buttons and use an item.
You should stop just randomly
spamming.
speeding up. So this is,
And also set this other person to the proper setting.
So this is, like... So, Sharon the Wanderer, I think, has roguelike elements where you start all the way over at the beginning if you die, and you're just kind of supposed to make it further each time. But no, Sharon the Wanderer makes you also lose all your items. It's been so long since I played a Mystery Dungeon game. Sharon the Wanderer is like their baseline actual Mystery Dungeon series. And then after that you got like fucking Torneko with the Dragon Quest. You have, Pokemon has their series. Etrian has one. There's Chocobos from Final Fantasy VII. You've played none of these that I'm listing, Byron?
I played Etrian, but I never played I saw the Mystery Dungeon when the game come out.
Yeah, apparently the sequel's really great, but it's all in Japanese.
Woo! Give me more, more dedication, more...
Well, actually...
All Japanese, like, the game was never localized.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, sadly, everyone's completely ditched the, what is it? Everyone's ditched the... Oh, what's it called? Everyone has ditched the 3DS at this point, which was really sad because for, like, the previous 2 years, there was just stuff coming out on it, and I had a Switch, but I didn't even, like, switch over to the Switch because of just all the games that kept coming out for the system. I didn't even get around to playing some of the stuff I wanted. I didn't even play Persona Q2 and things. So there was a lot of really great JRPGs that were coming out right at the end. But yeah.
I feel like they probably might still be making games, but it's probably not going to have as many localized games, I would say.
No, the last game that was officially made for it was, I think, Persona Q2. It's dead. It is. They have stopped altogether on it because at this point, it's like if you're going to be working with Nintendo, it's just easier to go work with the Switch, because or the Vita or something, because you have to have essentially You also have to have your own engine if you want to work on the 3DS. And what's nice about the Switch, is like it supports Unreal Engine, it supports Unity and stuff, so people can just make things for it way easier. The bar to entry is so low for that, and a lot of companies these days are just like, rather than making their own engine, are switching over to just using Unreal or Unity because they know that it runs on basically all the platforms, Yeah, so the weird thing is that like the 3DS, as strong as its library is, has actually stopped. Like, no more games are getting produced for it, even though it has such a huge install base and pretty dedicated following. But the Vita is still getting games. The Vita is still getting. because
Ow!
because it's that same sort of thing I said, where you don't really the Vita is a piece of shit, but like. But essentially, if you are making a PS4 game, you can very easily just like code it to be a Vita. All you have to it's apparently like super easy. So what a lot of people do, especially visual novels in Japan, a lot of people, if they're producing something for the PS4, they'll just be like, "Oh, it's a fucking visual novel. Let's just like port it to the Vita, and then while we're at it, they don't release it." Yeah, and then they don't do a physical release, and they just push it out onto digital, and it works easy. Yeah. No,
The game I can think about is like, I think Gravity Rush is the only game I know that's on the Vita that I would consider playing.
Gravity Rush is on the PS4.
Yeah,
and Gravity Rush 2. There is like literally nothing on the Vita these days that is worth picking up. There's a bunch of bad Monster Hunter clones that are exclusive to the Vita. There is one JRPG I can think of. There's a couple of JRPGs that are actually like, I was going to say that are exclusive. I think there's only one, actually, now that I think about it. There's one made by Atlas, but as soon as I was saying that, I'm like, no, I think it's also on the PS3. So that's the thing. For a while, if you had a Vita, a lot of people would refer to it near the very end as just like an atelier machine, because that's what it really started to dominate into.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of people were just starting to like pick up atelier games near the end, and like if you became a fan of it, you're like, okay, well there's like, 8 of these games on here, so dot. Yeah, that thing was a piece of shit. Like, it's like, which. No, keep going.
Well, there was a guy who came to school and was like, oh, I bought, when the Vita came out, he's like, oh, I bought a Vita. And it's like, oh, cool, what games do you have? He had like one, third-person shooter, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. And that's all I saw that he had, and I'm like, okay. It's very heavy, it's much heavier than PSP was.
Yeah. Well, there's also the Slim, which is a little lighter, but it's also like, they changed the screens out on them. I forget what it was. Whichever one's worse. One of them had a good screen, the other one has a bad one. I think they went from like, one was OLED and the other one just got transferred to LED. So, that was the thing. And battery life improved from the shift over to the Slim. All I can think of in terms of like technical prowess of the Vita is the Vita itself was just pretty bad. Well, no, it's like I don't know how to put it, but I think I say it best by that thing is not. My Vita is not going to last another decade, I would be surprised if I were to game on it every day. There is no way that it would survive like another 5 years, And I wouldn't put it past it that like all of a sudden it would just corrupt and die on me, and that would be the end of it. That thing was not built to last. Yeah, no, it's like the saddest thing. And like the library on it was pretty okay. If you're into like dumb Japanese games and dumb anime games, like, oh yeah, oh god yeah. Visual novels on that thing especially were like super easy to get into because, visual novels on the go, especially if you have like a big commute or something. It was wonderful having while I was in college because like I'd be on the bus for an hour at a time, and like boom, got through like a bunch of science adventure games on that. Yeah, but now there's the Switch, so now it's like literally why would you ever want a Vita at this point? Because pretty much anything that was worthwhile on the Vita has been ported at this point. And sadly, Sony's not gonna do anything about handhelds, so it's like cool.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, they're not going. No, I'm not willing to sell my system.
No, I'm saying what would sell the system?
Oh.
If it had enough Monster Hunter, that's what sells systems.
Well, what would
System to play Monster Hunter.
yeah? Well, what would have sold the system also is if Sony marketed it worth a damn. You know, that was the big issue, is that they didn't market it, and then they're like, oh no, no one bought it. I guess we're just gonna phase out the Vita and never have another handheld again. And it's like, guys, we're just getting like, guys, what the fuck? Okay, fine, whatever. Like, it was dumb. The biggest issue with it is they just didn't market the damn thing. Whereas like, what is it? The Wii U, Nintendo marketed poorly, and that was its problem. And the every day. The Wii U was literally the best thing ever, and Nintendo was also really cool at that time. Nintendo's like literally dog shit right now, and everyone beats up everything they make. And they're like, hey, if you want to talk to your friend, you have to use your phone and daisy chain it to your system, you know? And it's like, can't you just use the fucking microphone that you built onto the Switch? You know, the thing that we've been able to do since the goddamn OG DS back in 2005?
That Nintendo also.
There's literally no reason for it. You can't even... The Switch doesn't even have a good, like, friend system. It's 2020, and the Switch does not have a good system. You cannot just be playing a game and invite a friend to come play with you, or you can't just request to play a game with a friend. You have no means of contacting another friend on the system. It requires you to call through like an external device being like, hello, you know? And it's like, first world problems, I get it. But it's like...
But still.
It's like, the technology's fucking there, just run the damn thing, you know? It's so stupid. It's so stupid. The fucking...
I guess they're still in shock because of what happened with the Miiverse. If you've never seen a video of the best parts of Miiverse,
Miiverse was the best part.
videos.
There was nothing wrong with Miiverse. Miiverse was literally the best thing ever. Miiverse was pretty fantastic. Yeah, but I mean, like, that's the thing, is Nintendo's been doing, like, active shitposting less and less. There used to be Flipnote Potty Note before that, and everyone posted on there. There was also, you could send notes to each other. There was that, note-sending app
Like
that
the
was...
Pass one?
Swap Note. And if you were friends with people on, like, Reddit or 4chan, they would just send you porn all day.
That's one use for it that I wasn't aware.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Shut down. I was like,
Huh?
oh, I didn't know you could actually send that.
Yeah, people would just send that. Like, I didn't use SwapNote at all. But do you remember Aaron? Bridgelol?
Oh.
He
Yeah, I
did.
remember.
He did. He made friends with people on 4chan, and I just was over at it.
Ooh,
I was
dangerous
over
move.
at his house one time, and he just showed me all the SwapNote things he got, and it was just like,
Bold.
it was just tons of SwapNote porn. They were swapping SwapNote porn. It was pretty funny. It would be like the like.
You got computers. Why are you gonna use your handheld system?
You can only send. I think you could only send swap notes to friends. I think you could do like, but I think you could also do like a flyby, maybe, because they also had like spot pass or street pass things.
Oh yeah.
I think that was a thing too.
ホテル誘白宅へ
But yeah.
I think they said something about like, well, no,
よ
I
うこ
think it was
そ
from the
スイーツショッ
original
プ
like,
監修
it
堂
wasn't, I think it was like the DS Lite.
そこ
Mm-hmm.
It was that
どれを
people
見
were
れ
like,
ばいい
oh,
の
there's pedophiles sending picto chats to
これで
kids.
いいの
That was like a Fox. That was a CNBC. That was a something. That was a news center that was like they're doing this, and it's like in what fucking circumstance?
Window and sending them.
くらいなさい
Yeah, the joke was it's like what are they doing? Two people are like in the car next to each other, and they're like sending picto chats. They can't even connect online. It was the dumbest accusation I ever heard.
You don't have to connect
や
online. Just,
い
you
ら
know,
っしゃい
No, you can't. You
It
cannot.
just happened to be that two people just happen to be on picto chat at the exact same time.
Yeah, but they have to be like right next to each other.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And at that point,
そこ
at that point, I think they would just be talking to each other.
Do you think people who sit there and watch the news all day would know how technology works most of the time?
No, but they vote. That's a problem.
Ooh.
God.
Hot takes. I love this.
The hottest of takes.
いらっしゃいようこそタンザビアへ
Okay, I'm gonna do the Sully's items. Do you wanna do the what's what I'm looking, Overcooked? Do you want to play Overcooked?
No, I want to watch the video with
They
you.
can watch video.
I
Okay,
want to watch. I want to watch television with you. I came over to watch television.
Right, so we're finally gonna do Twin Peaks. That way I can see the Twin Peaks
I thought we were gonna.
and know the art.
I thought we were watching Drag Race.
We were watching Drag Race? I thought
We're
I was
finishing
telling you
Drag
that
Race.
we're gonna finish it first.
We gotta finish that one first.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll
Gotta
finish it first.
You gotta finish that first.
Okay.
We will get to Twin Peaks.
Okay.
It will be a mood.
Yeah,
Dude,
okay.
Dude,
How about that?
we will get to Twin
After
Peaks.
you watch Twin Peaks, you're gonna play,
Deadly Premonition.
yes, you're gonna play Deadly Premonition.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Deadly Premonition is Twin Peaks the game, and then the author, it's like, the director of the game is like, I've never watched Twin Peaks in my life. And it's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, it is,
Hey, you gotta cover yourself some way.
he's the creative fuck, that's fine. But like, at least be like, oh yeah, I was inspired by this thing. It's the dumbest thing to just be like, I've never heard of Twin Peaks before in my life. And it's like, shut up. Shut up. Like,
Legally distinct. Legally distinct.
it is so obviously inspired by. It is so obviously inspired by. And no one cares about the legality of it. People are just like, why are you not just... We're not going to think you're a hack for being inspired by something, you fuck. Like, people are just weird. Also, it's hard to be in Japan and not be inspired by Twin Peaks. You know? Twin Peaks hit Japan hard. It's everywhere. It's visual. Well, maybe not like. Actually, no, not even that. Fucking Japan has distinctive Twin Peaks commercials for coffee that we never got. They like David Lynch got like they're you know how what is it in Japan they'll do like these serial advertisements where they'll make like an advertisement that has a story and arc to it based on like and they'll drop those every like week or so. There's one of Twin Peaks where it's for a coffee commercial and they had the whole cast of Twin Peaks come over. And a lot of it's in English, but parts of it are in Japanese because it's made for Japan and it has like Japanese subtitles at the bottom, and it's a coffee thing. So then they just redo like the big story parts of Twin Peaks, but like there's this Japanese man that was with Dale Cooper the whole time, like constantly giving him coffee, and he would say that's a damn fine cup of coffee, you know. Or actually, he'd be like,
Well, that's a good way to work it in.
Yeah, well, because Dale Cooper's like, damn fine cup of coffee, you know. Did you even get that far? Did you even get that far to see him be like, damn fine cup of coffee?
All I remember is they were in like the police station, and then they were like with Laura Palmer.
That's literally
And then I
the
think I
whole
watched
show.
like a clip of the episode where they're in like a room.
Ayana, that's literally the whole show, is Dale Cooper going around being like, and that is a mighty fine cherry pie. Like, that's literally the whole show, is Dale Cooper being like, damn fine cup of coffee, who killed Laura Palmer, and, like, that's about it. I said everything, actually. It's just those two things. It's such a big mood, oh my god. Like, but yeah, I was gonna say, where America kind of lifted a lot of the surrealist storytelling from Twin Peaks, over in Japan, they lifted a lot of the, I'd say a lot of the atmosphere, or even the visual direction for a lot of it. A lot of them would just like straight up, rather than a red room, just have a blue room in their stuff. Like, especially, what is it, the Velvet Room in Persona?
Yeah.
Well, same thing. Instead of the tiles are just like checkerboard rather than that diagonal pattern.
I guess I'm gonna watch movies. Peace. Although I know there's no one watching. It's just
I'm watching.
It's you, me, and Byron.
I'm watching,
Peace out,
but you
guys.
have two people watching. So one of them's Byron, and the other person's
the other one's me. I have it on my computer.
Yeah.
Actually, there's actually 3 people.
There's
Oh,
three.
really? There's 3?
Someone
Oh
better.
God. Okay.
Someone
well,
better
good
hop up in
night.
chat. Someone
Yeah,
better-
hop up in chat, or else I
Say
won't know
hello.
you're here because my PS4 doesn't update properly. But yeah, thank you, and
Why
nice
do-
have a nice night.
Why aren't you on Twitch?
It's
Why are
on the
you not on
tab.
Twitch? Why are you not on
I
Twitch?
I was on Twitch.
You
but we
need to be
opened
on
up the-
Twitch.
We opened up the Wikipedia page.
You
and
need to
we're
be on
looking-
Twitch so that you
No.
can communicate with chat. How are you supposed to be a professional in doing this if you're
Oh
not?
God! Well, I
You need
thought
to
the
be on here.
chat would come up on here because sometimes it does, and then
No.
it
Well,
does.
you've had
See, look.
187 views over.
Yeah.
So that's
See,
cool.
look. Testing 1, 2. It'll show up on the PS4.
Test. Yeah.
Test 1. So it shows up.
It does
Okay,
not
now
show
it's
up
not
as
showing
that.
up, but sometimes it does.
Man, that is
Yeah, the
crazy.
PS4 kind of sucks, I guess. But
Okay.
usually it works.
Okay. Well, you gotta.
You didn't get anything. I think I set your thing on low latency, so it should be instant, but I might need to go back and check.
You also need to be playing more popular games.
I know.
You need to be
I don't
playing
want to be playing
Fortnite.
Fortnite. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You need to be playing Fortnite. Well, you're not supposed to play Fortnite. You're supposed to play something else now.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not. I don't want to. I was just like, what nerd anime games can I find? So I found the most obscure.
Oh wow.
I just looked up.
Going super
I know
obscure is not
streaming.
gonna help.
That's not gonna help. But
Yeah.
I'm like, this is.
Well, that's-
I was like, okay,
That's probably
it's
the
not-
most difficult part with streaming is either
You
you
have to
play
play
something
the popular
that's
thing
popular.
that you hate like all the time.
Well, no, it's not something you hate. That's just it's what it is. So like, but if there's a popular game you like, that's what you stream. You know. So like, if you like the Atelier games, you got to play. But if it's a niche game, then you got to play the newest of the games.